Hi, Leah. Hi, Linda. All right. Debbie, she's so pushy. She gets me moving when I'm not ready. Anywho, moving when I'm not ready. And see, didn't even get myself muted. All right. By golly. Thank you, Debbie J. Go make the gravy. Debbie J, you get me moving when you're like, okay, I gotta go. And I'm like, crap, I'm not ready. Oh, anywho, hi everyone. Everyone say hi to Linda. She's not feeling good tonight, and I'm so grateful that she's here watching me. Hi, Pam. I love your face too, Debbie. Hi, Leah. I think I said it. Hi, Gloria. Who else? Who did I miss? Hey, Jeannie and Jim. I'm trying to go back, so I know. Okay, you guys saw my title. I really have not a big plan. I'm kind of in the same boat as Debbie. So I have this basket, right? It's not huge, but it's big enough. And it was overflowing with scraps. I couldn't stand it. I just was going crazy. So this was actually in there too as one of the scraps. And look, it's filled with scraps. So I'm going to try to use some of that. But I kind of divvied everything up. A lot of the stuff I already used. This is, these are pieces of copy paper that I cut off some stuff. And this is just designer paper. There is a few pieces of cardstock that got shoved in here because sometimes I just throw stuff in here. But for the most part, I take my cardstock and that goes in a different bin. I will show you that also. And that is going crazy also. It's like overflowing. It's a basket and it has all my cardstock is divvied by color. Oh no, it's not a black basket because it outgrew my black basket. It's one of these totes. Can you kind of see it? It's so big, I can't even put it on my desk. And I have it in rainbow order. So these are all my cardstock scraps. I have them by color. So red, orange, yellow, green, and you guys, I have so many scraps that I can't cut any more full sheets of paper. I just refuse. I refuse. Yes, we do, Debbie J. We do. Well, you can just listen, Linda. Spill the tea, Dawn. Okay, so Linda, the other day, Linda's been in the hospital for a couple of days. She is in ICU because I was talking to her day before yesterday, Linda, I think. And she was having some really bad headaches. And she's been sleeping a lot the last couple of weeks. She's been super tired and she couldn't figure out why. And then she started, hey, Annie J. She started having really bad headaches. And then we were playing phone tag one morning and finally got through, and she was laying down with a cold cloth on her head and she's like, I have the worst migraine. And then next thing you know, she was throwing up and it wasn't good. So she called the ambulance and they took her in, and they couldn't do what she needed to have looked at, so they life flighted her to Gainesville. So she is now in Gainesville and she's all hooked up. She's getting some good good food through the IVs. No, she is getting good food. But anyway, so because she taunted me with her cheesecake yesterday. But anyway, she's going to, so they've realized has brain bleeds. She's having brain bleeds. And so tomorrow, it was supposed to be today, but tomorrow they're going to do an angiogram. They scheduled her angiogram. So yes, brain bleeds. There we go. So yeah, so prayers and hugs for Linda. Keep her in your thoughts, you guys. So I kind of I don't have my pal, my partner in crime. So, but I'll get through it. So oh, it was Jeannie. Jeannie says her food was horrible in ICU. Well, you're lucky, Linda. And she has great nurses. Like, they come in and they're like, hi. And they even took her phone and charged it for them. So, charged it for her. So, yeah. So pretty cool. Hopefully it stopped, Jim. I saw it and I don't know. I think sometimes what happens is I get notifications on my phone, or a phone call comes in and I don't catch it on my phone. I don't see it because my phone is up there. And I've tried to put it in do not disturb, and for some reason stuff still gets through. So yeah. So yeah. So it's been, yeah, stressful for Linda the last couple days, and you know that we usually are hanging out throughout the day and giving each other moral support. So so yeah, that's that. So it's Annie J. You know what? I totally meant to I meant to text you and I didn't think of it until I just saw your name. But I think I had mentioned you going live with me this week and I can't remember. I feel like maybe you said no because you didn't want to change your time. I don't know, but Jim, we had it might be tonight. Oh, wait, what's tonight? Tuesday? Yes, it is. It's Wednesday night. Yes, we have frost warnings. Yep, because someone's worried about the garden. But, yeah. So, yeah, and I can't believe it because today it's like almost 80 right now. It's really nice. So, yeah. So anyway, so, that's the news. So, and then my news is next week. Well, next week I already have I have a schedule for next week is my my art Yahtzee with two planned guests that are coming on. So I wouldn't be able to next week, but possibly the week after if you want. So the chickens are good, Cordelia. Aren't they so cute? I swear, I don't even get outside in the morning and with my coffee and they're like running. So actually the last couple of days they've been in the yard. True, Jim. I'm glad there's no, I'm done with the snow for a while. They've been in the yard when I have opened the door to go out. They're right in the yard. And then when they hear my screen door open, they come running. They might be down in the lower yard, like they're in the woods, like off the edge of the yard. And they come running as soon as I open the door. So yes, and my surgery date. So that's the news that I have. So thank God. Well, that changed, Linda, so we won't have to worry about that this month. It'll be for next month. But I called and got my date. Don't try sewing with them. One of these is a Rhode Island red. So, yeah, so I called and got the date, and I was supposed to go in and have my right wrist done on Monday, but the surgeon decided he wanted to see me for a pre-op just because. I'm sure it's because they want money, you know, extra money. So he's like, I really need to see you for the pre-op, even though he already did all that stuff last year and got everything ready. But um, yeah, mine at home or Rhode Island Red. Yeah, we one Rhode Island Red. I'm not sure what the rest are, but anyway. So now, it's not going to be Monday. It's going to be, and I'm kind of glad because I was thinking, shoot, I have art Yahtzee scheduled for Tuesday. How in the heck am I gonna art? Even though it would have been my right hand and I could have arted with my left hand, but that's okay. It's going to be next month, so that I'll put a reminder out. I'll put a reminder out when that happens. But anywho, so let me show you. Let's get started. I showed you my scrap bin. This is what I've been doing. No rhyme or reason. I took parts of the scraps that I have, and I just, all the little pieces of copy paper that I had, I kind of used those as a base, and I just started gluing paper. Some of it, if it was big chunks, I just tore it and I just put them on. And I don't know, I can cut these up and use these for clusters. I can take some of these and use them for card backgrounds. I can put them on envelopes or pockets, or have them as side tucks or belly bands in my junk journals. But this is kind of what I did. This, as you can see, was a ton of the strips that I had, because I end up with a lot more strips than anything else, because is my thumb bruised? No, I don't think so. My blood flow is weird. My hands keep going numb, so maybe it's just discolored because my hands keep going. That's what prompted me to call the surgeon, the ortho, about my surgery, because I'm worried about the carpal tunnel. And someone mentioned last year, hi Judy, someone mentioned last year to not wait too long, because yes, Mary Landers, I second that. If you wait too long, sometimes it won't work. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, winter's over, I don't have to shovel, let's get her done. So stop being a wimp. But after my last procedure went well, it went well. I'm glad. Public service announcement. Go and get your regular colonoscopy, your endoscopy, they said it's called. I say endoscopy, but I asked them how do you really say that? And they said it's endoscopy. Annie J might know, because she's a nurse. So yeah, anyway, those results, yeah, came back. They found some things. They took care of some things. Now it's just watching other things. They called, so they found a hiatal hernia. And the other thing was, and I believe it's caused from the hiatal hernia, the stomach acids, but it's called, I want to say, and some of you nurses out there, is it Barrett's or Bassett's esophagus? Barrett's esophagus or Bassett's? I can't remember. I have to get the paper. But anyway, it's when the tissue in your esophagus is severely damaged. And that's mine. And it's from just years of acid reflux from my, from the GERD, and them not medicating me the way they should have. And yeah, so anyway, so they want to keep an eye on that, because it does look precancerous, the doctor said. So hopefully, and I looked up ways, like, can you reverse this, but I guess there's no way to reverse it. Oh well, just avoid, it said avoid coffee and chocolate. I'm like, heck no, sorry. Sorry, no can do. So yeah, so this is kind of what I've been doing. So I have this huge pile of these things now. So I want to start taking these things, and that'll be another video, is taking these things and putting stuff together. But I will show you. I also took a lot of the larger pieces and I cut them down to be close to ATC size so that I could use them for ATCs. Oh, hey, Taylor. Oh, great, great. Sorry, you're eating dinner and I'm telling you about my test results. Good grief. Yeah, no, I can't remember the name of it. You'll have to ask Annie. Barrett's esophagus or something like that. It's just it's some kind of disorder where your tissue in your esophagus the cells are damaged. So yeah. So now I have to go back in a year and have that checked again. Just to make sure, because yeah. So hopefully. I made this, I put the strips on, so that's what I was going to show you. In here I have things divvied up. I have a lot of strips, and a lot of these strips, I have smaller ones, so I can put the basket over. I have a bunch of smaller ones like this, and then on the very bottom I have a bunch that are try not to screw up the whole see, I tried to organize my scraps. Isn't that pathetic? I had so many. So I have these long ones. So, and that's cardstock that it didn't need to be in there, that I got to put somewhere else. And da da da. Yes, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, guys. Yes, that's it. So so yeah, it says there's things like coffee because it's acidic, and chocolate. I'm like, yeah, no, not gonna do it. All right, hold on. I forgot to grab something. I'm going to use my Xyron tonight. And I'm going to put some sticky on here. But I'm not doing it for this one. I'm going to do it for the next one. So anyway, yes. And then I have all of this. You guys, I have such a mess because I have had scraps everywhere. I'm not kidding. I've been so overwhelmed. You have no idea. It's horrible. So, Jim, I used liquid glue. This is what I did. So any scraps of copy paper, if you don't have copy paper, scraps, you can use cardstock if you want. I tend to use copy paper because as I start loading up the paper, it tends to get thicker, and if I want to die cut it, you know, so I just kind of smeared it on, and I just started taking pieces and I just started putting it down. And I'm showing you with this, but then I'll show you with something else. I'm going to show a different way because I saw another way that someone did it and it was fantabulous. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to try that. But, and I think I showed this last year. I do this every once in a while because I end up with all of these pieces. And, I think I showed you guys. I made some MDX cards, Memory Dex cards, and I did some ATCs. I'm thinking I sent one out to someone that had my striped like Franken paper stuff on it. Oh, thanks, Taylor. And of course tonight it's you know, it's just I'm just kind of trying to clean up my craft space because I'm getting taken over. I couldn't put any more stuff in my baskets, and I'm like, you know what? I have so much stuff. I'm not cutting any more paper until I start taking these scraps and do something with them. So here we are. And these, you can use these, you can cut them down and use them and on you know, for cards too. There was some really nice things I saw with the card makers, for card makers, by doing these little strips. But you can also oh, I must have missed something. I missed something, Linda. Sorry. Whoops. I just whacked you guys with a paintbrush. How'd that feel? So anywho, I lay it all on. And I actually didn't do this on my glass mat. I did it on my silicone mat, which is over there. So I had to take it downstairs. So I end up with this. I put it aside. I let it dry. I trimmed it down, kinda, sorta, you know. And that was that. So, and here's my silicone mat. Let's put that down. So I am going to start with some cardstock, because like I said, and this needs to go in the water bin, I need to use some of my actual cardstock also. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. And my cardstock, I figured, so do you consider pattern paper as a solid or not? Just channeling May May and Vinny. As a solid, like a solid, like solid paper. What do you mean? I'm sorry, Jim. And my brain is like, please explain further. Jim Witch, the Crafter After Show. Is that what he's trying to? And this is what I do with a lot of the bigger scraps too, is I cut it down to A2 size card panels, and then I take the rest and use it somehow. But yeah, I do want to use some tonight for some things. And this is kind of a thinner one, but see what's happening? My pouches are so full that everything's starting to get all wrinkled up, which this is a great one then to use for what I'm going to show you tonight. Up here. And here. The pattern, do you consider it a solid if it's a small pattern? No. If it has any kind of pattern, it's a pattern. Why? Does May May and Vinny think it's a solid? I mean, you can have, like in quilting. So Linda's saying nope, and that's because she quilts. And in quilting, you don't consider them. Oh, dag nabbit. I gotta cut some more colors, so I'm gonna take some more. I should have prepped ahead, but you know me. I need a smaller guillotine. I love this one, but a lot when you have a small space. And like I said, my desk is like scrap stuff everywhere. Oh, and see, a lot of this is already cut down. I can just pull out and it's just about the same, the right size. So we'll use that. That's what I'm going to do. Start pulling out all these things. If you squint your eyes and it looks like a solid color, you can use it as a solid. Oh, okay. Well, I say if it has a pattern, it's not a solid, Debbie. It's a pattern. And some of these I can click apart. I was telling Linda last week, because we've been doing so many Cricut projects, I'm like, man, the Cricut eats up your paper. Like big time. Like you get stuck with tons and tons of scraps. Like it's crazy. So wouldn't that make a cute border on something? I just love it. Maybe I can incorporate it into a card. Okay, Leah. It's okay. Maybe I'll put you to sleep. I kind of didn't have a lot planned tonight. It's been a little crazy. There's a dark blue. But yeah, these are like gallon size Ziploc bags, because I started with just a few scraps a long time ago, and now I'm up to so many. Let's see if we can fit purple into our rainbow. Life is busy, yep. Are you dozing in and out? How's your sleep been, Leah? Sorry, I'm trying to inch up. You guys can probably see me. Oh, there we go. All right. Guess we can try to take this off just in case. Maybe we can incorporate it on. And who knows? And of course, I had to really, I had to give in. I was looking at my scraps and I was like, oh, and as soon as I used a bunch and I cut stuff off, you know, you end up with all this stuff. It's all like more scraps, right? And I'm like, when do you call it? Like, when do you just call it trash? Like, when do you call it trash? Like, I could save it. I could put it into some handmade paper, you know, and pulp it up. But, I hear you. Oh, no, I don't want to sell them. They're priceless, Jen. I feel like I could use them way better than the recycling center. So, let me lock this up. Let me take this. It's not the most beautiful rainbow, but maybe we can make it beautiful. All right. So I'm going to, I don't think I can put it that way. I'll put it this way. I'm going to run my cardstock through because I don't have big sheets of double-sided adhesive. I wish I did. Sorry for that in your ear. Oh, can I take them? Oh, I probably, maybe, but it would just go into the hopper. They call it the big dumpster, you know, all the paper. Because you guys, that's where the books go. We were having a conversation on somebody's, I think it was T's Live, about the books, and tearing up books, and they don't save the books anymore. It used to be you could take them in and they would, you know, put them in and resell them, and it's okay, Pam, not much has happened. But they have you throw them right in the dumpster. Hey Clint, how are you? They don't let you, they don't keep them. They just throw them away. It's so sad. Hey Leanne, how you doing? You missed my report. Basically what I told you earlier. That's it. But yeah, just woke up, Clint. All right. Did I really seriously only do one? I wish I had a smaller. Where's my other little cutter? Oh well, I'm gonna go thick. So I'm gonna go thick. And I'm gonna start placing these on. I think I like, is this the same? No, it's a little more orange. You could make one of those mini libraries and put it at the bottom of my driveway. Oh yeah, I probably could. I probably could. So I'm leaving a little space. You guys have probably seen this. People leave a little space. And I don't care that they're not even, like that they're not like evenly, with the width is not even. It's okay. But some of these cardstock pieces I can use, and it doesn't have to be all cardstock. Actually, I could incorporate some, you know, some of this pattern paper in there. Maybe I'll do that now. On either side of the yellow. And then, look, I'll incorporate these little frogs in here because they're so stinking cute. And I have open space, which is going to be wonderful. I'm going to love that. Yeah, true. I don't want to see what the chickens would do to the books. You guys, the chickens tore up a cabbage. I could not believe this. I could not believe it. No, I don't want that one. Yeah, they did not give up on that cabbage until it was gone. I could not believe it. I was like, man, they are going to be so sick. But apparently they were okay, as they came back the next day. I'm trying hard to eyeball this. And, oh, maybe I'll add some. Oh, I forgot to tell my neighbor downstairs that I'm alive. I guess I'll have to holler out. Okay, we're at the end. There. All right. Hold on, guys. Ooh. Did you forget I'm live? Did you forget I'm live? Hey. What a hot mess I am. J. Okay, I'm back. He's just entertaining himself down there. They will just need a little get well post. Oh, darn. And I'm sure, see, I keep so much junk. I'm sure I could use this for something. I'm sure somebody has done some amazing things with. I just want this cut down small enough to put it in my trimmer. I don't care if it's really even. And then look, I have more scraps. All right. Let's pull out the old G again. That's right. That's right, Pam. It's like a little red book house. Or I've seen little red or little yellow book house. I guess you could do it any color you wanted. Actually, maybe I'll cut this down shorter. So that there's a border. Perfect. Perfecto. And look at that, it's so pretty. So, uh-oh, where's all my stuff I want to use? So here's the thing. Have you guys seen where people take they take glitter and all of those spots where it's like exposed, they take glitter and they mash it in there? Sorry, Pam. I know you're desensitized to the word now, so at least I could say that. Well, I'm not going to use glitter. I'm going to hold my breath. Right, Jim? I'm trying not to look at it. I don't want to breathe on it, guys. And this little jar was from Temu, however you want to say it. And you get a lot of bang for your buck, I'm telling you. And it's beautiful. It's really nice. Oh, thank you, Clint. If Dawn comes to visit, use the leaf blower before letting her in. Yes. At least I didn't use glitter, Pam. I thought about glitter. Well, I can see it sticking to my silicone mat, my silicone thing here. Great. Okay. Trash can comes out. Cold flakes are just as bad. Well, I was doing all this stuff with my scraps and making things for my junk journals just because I was like, well, this paper is all junk, which, I mean, it is, but it's not, So I wanted to kind of tailor some of the stuff to the fact that card makers can use their don't breathe, Don. Card makers can use their scraps also and make pretty things. So there you have it. And now that's getting put to the side. And you can put them together. Leah. No, I don't want to use the glitter for Pam. But look, isn't that pretty? And now all we need is like just maybe I have, look at this, tons of black. And I don't know if you guys do this. I do. I look for pieces like, well, this one won't work because this is super big. Yeah, it's super big. I find stuff that might have a bunch of stuff, as long as the four sides are solid, I can use this as a backer. But I have to look for ones that kind of have that, like this, maybe. Oh yeah, see? Perfect. So I can use this as a backer because it's gonna, I think it's gonna work. Yeah, it's gonna work. Thanks, Jeannie. You know, it's just a way to kind of get rid of things without throwing things out. I just get so tired of throwing out things. Well, I hate seeing things get thrown out that are good, you know. They're still usable. So I'm just going to put glue around the edge of this. And I can touch up the edges after, but oh, I might have gone too far, but that's all right. I'm going to line it up. Oh, I went too far on both sides. That's all right. We'll get it off. Ah! Hot mess, you guys. Hot mess. And then once it dries, I can use the adhesive eraser and take that off. But anywho. Back to the cutter. And I try to lock it down each time, my blade, because I'm afraid of cutting myself after last time, remember? You guys remember that when I cut my thumb or my finger? I can't remember, my thumb, I guess it was. Ugh. Alright. Hey, where's ECR? I haven't seen her today. I didn't see her in Debbie's stream either. Is she out on the town? Oh. I want to take this down a little. There we go. See, we have this beautiful mat, and look, no one's ever going to know. And we used a bunch of scraps. A spot for more gold leaf. So now, yeah, we just need a sentiment. Which, thanks to Abraham, I have a bunch already made up, and they're pretty. And you know, using die cuts, I don't have dies like this that can go over things, but look, you could put dies over the tops of, if you did some backgrounds, you could put dies over them and have it underneath. Like I said, I don't have any, I have these, but I don't have any ones to use myself to cut, you know. I'm sure some of you guys do. But, oh, look. It's so pretty. love the, what do you think? Probably the black and the white. What you thinking? Oh, okay. Oh, playing game. That's cool. Games are fun. But yeah, so all I need is a card base, and I have a beautiful card. And here's a sentiment. And or I could use this one. Lots of love. I love it. The black and white. Yeah, I like the black and white. I like these foiled ones too, though. They're pretty. That's pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. I feel like there's part of it. I don't know if I pinched something or if it's just off. But that's pretty. Love, love, love it. Thank you, Abraham. Yeah. So see, there's an idea. You can do some little, just taking your strips of cardstock and using the gold leafing inside, and you have a pretty little card. And you can add stuff. Simple, isn't it? Simple. That's about all that is my live entails, you guys. Really. I don't have a whole heck of a lot of other things going on. I did do some, I did cut a lot of my watercolor art that I, like pieces of watercolor paper that I played on. I cut them down to ATC size. A little drawing I did, I doubled up. I put on the front of another piece that was really kind of like ugly to me. And put some little dies that look like a little nest in the corner. So it looks like it's tucked in behind in the tree. And got out some things. I think this was a gift from Crystal. She had mailed me in some Happy Mail, some little borders. So I was trying to think of how I could incorporate these. Some other little dies. But yeah, then I did a stamp. Used a couple of small dies. And this one's ready for something. Trying to figure out. I did some doodling around the edges. But yeah, see, I just cut them all down. And I figured they would make great ATCs. I'm not a big fan of. And I got quite a lot. Like, I got some of, like this, the bee smeared. This one looks okay. But I figured just using them for a background. And then adding some stuff over top. You're welcome, Pam. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Make mystery card fronts. Put your scraps on 12 by 12 sheets, like a Franken paper, like Biddy Penny makes. I did see some of those. I watched, I think it was Nick the Booksmith, did some really cool stuff with a lot of her scraps. And I'll probably try that with some of my bigger pieces. And I have, okay, so I'm trying to use them in different ways because I don't want to just chop everything into, you know, little strips and pieces and layer it, like, you know, for these backgrounds. Like this I could cut up and I could do a hidden paper clip and put some lace in a little doily or something and just have something cute for my journal. But hi Tamika, sending smiles. Welcome. You're a new face in here. Glad to see you. Thanks, Leanne. So yeah, I'll have to look that up, Jim. I'll have to go look on May's page and check it out. But I was trying to do different things. That's why I even took like the pattern paper and just cut them down to ATC size. And I figured some of the shorter strips that I have too, I could do the same thing. I really like this, so I'm going to just glue this on. And oh, wait a minute. Some of these I noticed he had, look, they have sticky on them. They have sticky on them. And I want to try to, how do I want to, I guess I want my frogs facing up. There. Now I just need to put it on a card base, but I love it. I don't want everything cut up on strips, so I'm trying to keep some, and that's why these, I kind of took these that were all like solids for the most part. There's not really any cuts out of them, so that I could use them. Well, I just saw a topper, but oh yeah, a couple of toppers. Oops. But I can use these on cards, you know, as accents, like across cards. So, yeah. But I'll have to. Yes, Debbie, I'm telling you, pull it out. Look, isn't that amazing? It's not bad. I like it. I probably didn't push them on enough, and they don't come off. That's what I love. I don't have that double-sided tape that I see a lot of people use that, the big wide sheets. It's like a 4-inch roll and lay it out, but I don't have that. So I was like, wait, I have my Xyron though. I can use that. So I know. She was playing D&D, Debbie. You have more scraps than me? Well, this is not my scraps. This is not all of my scraps, Debbie J. You have no idea. These were all, okay, so this is all part of my scraps. I'm going to use them, as you saw. I'm going to use them. I have a bunch of, look, even out of my scraps, I found another one from masterboards, because that's what I was going to do, is make some masterboards with them. But I have all of these. Oops, I better find the lid. Oh my gosh, my little ADD brain. Ah, it's lost in the scraps. I have all of this, and I showed you my bin. I have, look, all the colors of the rainbow, plus black, white, off-white, like cream, like vanilla antique white kind of color, like this. And then I have browns. I have tan, brown, gray, brown, pink, purple, and then all the way reverse to the rainbow. So I have those bags filled, and some of them, look, guys, I can't even fit anymore. They're too thick. There's so many scraps. So I need to get my button gear. I'm going to be like off camera this week. I'm going to try this month. I'm going to try to do a ton this month. I need to get the scraps gone. I have no more room to put any more cuttings from any other cards. Yes, Debbie, let's do it. Let's do a hop. Okay, I'll go look at your card, Debbie. Go make your gravy. But yeah, think about it. Your last hop was so successful. Let's do it again, because I have so many hops, and maybe I can even come up with a thought, like to make like maybe we can make a set of cards or something. Maybe I can do a whole journal, a whole junk journal, or a folio using just scraps. Right, Jeannie? You should get in on it. I'm sure you have lots of designer paper scraps. I know I do. And that's why I was trying to use a bunch. I got my sewing machine out, and I was going to start sewing the bigger pieces. And then I need to start using all my pre-made ephemera, because I don't know if I showed you guys, I notice a lot of people on Marketplace are selling these right now, and I don't know if it's because they can't figure out what to use them for. And I think I've shared with you guys before that I have all of my ephemera in these. They have the clear sets too. But I got the rainbow one on clearance because it had a little crack here in the bottom somewhere. Oh, up here on the bottom, and the handle was broke. But you guys, let me just pull out real quick. My stuff, it's so full, my little containers. Like this one's all flowers. So I have flowers separate from foliage because I have a ton of foliage. But look, this is all my, like, I could make 1,000 cards just using all of this stuff. Debbie J, there you go. There's an idea. You can put all your ephemera pieces, your die cuts in them. Hi, Janine. Can you buy me some vent covers? But yeah, they're great for die cuts. And that's what I did. I sat down one day. I had all my die cuts in one big bin, like I showed you, a basket for my scraps. And these were like this. And then I saw this and I hadn't used it. And I've had it for over a year in the closet. And I was like, I couldn't figure out what to put in it. Because it doesn't fit card bases. I got it thinking I was going to put like different card bases or card fronts in there, backgrounds and stuff. Nope. So, I just started divvying it all up and putting all of my ephemera. So I just have look at my sentiment box. I have to be careful when I open it, and I can't move it around much or I won't be able to close it. But it's just loaded. Just tons of sentiments. Tons and tons of stuff. So, stuff I color, because sometimes I just stamp things and I put them in. These are like little what you call it, little mini embossing folders for my Cricut, my Cuttlebug. And then I have some that I cut out from paper pads, little cut aparts. So yeah. Oh, hey Jen, how are you, girl? I haven't seen you in a while. How you feeling? Labels, that's a great idea. Labels are an awesome idea too. I love them for this. I was actually looking on Marketplace, like I said. I have seen like 3 or 4 of them, and I was thinking, if I find one cheap enough, I think this one was $10. A couple of them I saw on there were like $25, and I was like, heck no, I'm not paying that for somebody else's used craft thing when I got mine new, cheaper than that. So, yeah. Oh, you were? I need to figure out you guys' schedule because I keep missing you. Are you going live at a set time now? Hi T, I see you. You're not hidden. You're not hidden, hun. I see you. Were you typing before and did I not recognize you? P.S. Hi Dawn. Hi T, I see you. Good night, Cordelia. Mustard seed oxide refill into my squeezed lemonade. Oh, oh no. Yeah, no, you're not hidden, T. I can see you. I just, you know what? So I might have overlooked. I'm terrible at overlooking people, and I apologize if I overlooked anyone. But thank you for putting that out there. You know, feel free to use the exclamation points and the capital letters. I don't feel like it's hollering, so feel free. Usually Mondays. Okay. And Steph's on Wednesday. I don't know why I forgot. My brain is on vacation. I know. I remember watching you with your mom on Fridays. I really enjoyed that. I really like watching your mom paint. So I still have a chance. I can catch you tomorrow night. Yeah, like Pam does, see? She gets my attention. But yeah. So that's kind of what I did, you guys, tonight. And I had some bigger pieces. They don't look like much. As you can see, they don't look like much. And I just went over with Mod Podge, and I used the glue, and then I went over with Mod Podge to hold some of them down. But I just randomly, no rhyme or reason, I took some of the bigger pieces and I just scattered stuff because this is just the base. Just the base. I can cover this with tissue, napkins. I can cover it with lace. I can put vellum over it. I can put doilies over it and cluster them or turn them into pockets. I actually got my machine out to sew on some. I saw a really cute thing with sewing on them. So, yeah. Yeah, I saw that video. It's coming along good. Your craft room redo. You know what, Jen, like the title says, they're just taking over. I have no room and I can't add any boxes. I was kind of trying to find videos on like how do you sort them, because I just throw them all in one basket and then I sort later. But I think it's Joey Defy. I don't know how her name is pronounced, but I watch her and she separates them into baskets, little small boxes or baskets. She does 5 of them and has like her neutrals and um, Joy, Joey, Joey. Yeah, but how do you say her last name? Defy. Um, and she has all her colored scraps. Her strips are in one. And I don't have room for that. I have a whole room, but I just don't have room for that. Oh, cool, Jen. I want to see. It looks so good. And you know what? I love watching other people's scrap room, their room tours, room things, because it gives me ideas. T had a really cool one too. So, is it V? Okay. Joey DeFee. I saw her. And if you guys watch her, go show her some love on her channel, because she's not well. She's suffering with some illness right now, and she's having a hard time posting videos. So she said if people can just go and watch some of her things, her stuff. So I know I've learned a lot from her. So I went back and was watching some of the stuff on how she dealt with scraps. So what is your channel link? My channel link or her channel link? You know what? I'll have to let me see if I can look. Whose channel link do you want, Jeannie? Do you want Jen's channel link? Um, can you add a link for her? Yes, I will add a link for her. Hold on, let me bring up the page. Yeah, so I've been trying to and she's really contributed a lot. I think T, don't you watch her too, don't you? Um Joy DeFee. There we go. I'm getting there, guys. Come on. Why can't I get... There we go. Sorry. I'm so slow at this stuff. All right. I need more moderators, you guys. Help me out. Let me try this. Copy and oh, really? Yeah, see, she's amazing. I've watched her for a really long time. All right, let's see if that works. All right, Janine. No offense if you do. But yeah. Well, she's amazing for anybody that's into any mixed media and journaling and all that jazz. She is definitely, there's many people out there, but she is one of my go-tos for sure. So the linked work, great. Thank you, Jim. So yeah, but well, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I guess my takeaway is to just keep Linda in your thoughts and prayers. For those of you that, pray, and because already subscribe. Cool, Jeannie. Yeah. You're already sub too. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Well, keep, show her some support by watching some of her videos and, commenting, and because she's worried about that. Oh, T, you weren't here in the beginning. Linda had some bad headaches the other day, and they were like migraines, and she actually was vomiting. She was just really sick from them, and it just got so bad. She ended up calling the ambulance. So they took her to the hospital where she lives in her little town, and um, they found she has brain bleeds, and they had to air flight her to Gainesville, and she is now in ICU in Gainesville. And tomorrow morning she's scheduled for an angiogram. So, thank you, Jim. Thank you. Oh, good, Judy. I figured you guys might. So, Linda Toman, Jen, she's the one that comes on. She's like my sidekick. Her and I like offset every other Sunday, and yeah, I can put her link in the box too. Linda. Um, so yeah, so she's waiting. They've got her hooked up, and they're taking good care of her. Copy. Yeah, she's been having a lot of issues lately, and just they can't figure it out, and finally it's just I will, Janin. You know what? She was watching, and I'm sure she'll come back and watch the replay and see the chat too, but I will tell her. So, she's been sleeping a lot. So, but yeah. So now look at my desk, you guys. It's so messy. I actually have anxiety from it. I love it when I'm in the middle of I kind of am in the middle of a project. Well, you guys saw that not just for junking and stuff, your scraps, you can also use them to make very pretty greeting cards. And yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I thought you were, Jen. I'm pretty sure I've um, seen you on her channel. Yeah, she's kind of my crafty sidekick, my crafty playmate. I learned a lot from her with the cricket. And oh, thanks, Shannon, as far as subbing to Joey. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for sticking around, even with after the raid. I appreciate it. And listen, next week I'm doing a second Art Yahtzee on Tuesday, and I have two guests. I know one for sure, confirmed. The other one I haven't heard from yet, but I'll reach out to her again. Thanks, Leanne. And oh yeah. Yes, Pam. So yeah, so next week I'm looking forward to that. I'm so excited. So that's going to be next week. And then we'll go back to second Tuesday unless more people sign up. So hopefully we have some people that want to jump on and we can just do, you know, one and one. I just wanted to give everybody fair share of trying it in case I didn't want people to have to wait 4 or 5 months to oh my gosh, T. Seriously? Ah, oh my gosh. Thank you, Jen. And I'll look for you on Steph's channel tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming. And take care. Good night, Judy. Thanks for hanging out.